on something a little bit different. I wanted to focus on what it is that makes ENPOWR a success, and that's you, the community. So just over 2 years ago, we launched our Endo Educate, which allows volunteers in the endometriosis community to take ENPOWR outside of New York City and into their hometowns, and the response has been absolutely incredible. The passion, dedication, and persistence of volunteer endo educators, not only across the country, but around the world, has helped us to reach over 33,500 students in 16 states and 6 countries. I could talk to you all day about how amazing it is to teach students about endometriosis, but instead I've asked our wonderful volunteers to share their experiences using ENPOWR's Endo Educate to show you what it's like and hopefully inspire and empower you to take this important education to the students in your hometown.
Hi, my name is Natasha Dyer, and I'm a volunteer Endo educator.
Hello, my name is Olivia Nwakudu, and I'm a volunteer educator. I teach the Endo Educate in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I bring the ENPOWR Educate to schools in the state of Virginia.
The Educate is thoughtfully put together and gives you the keys to be able to unlock conversations that have the potential of opening up the path to health advocacy for young students.
ENPOWR has been an amazing opportunity to introduce topics about menstrual cycle and endometriosis health.
And I taught about 37 young ladies about endometriosis, its effects, the importance of early diagnosis, as well as my personal journey with endometriosis.
The first time I gave my presentation, I was a bit nervous and scared because I had not shared my story publicly. But at the end of it, several women came up to me to say thank you.
But I couldn't be more grateful that I was able to overcome that fear, and watching the young men take the turn of skeptical at best to understanding the level of impact that they might be able to have by being able to advocate for the women in their lives was nothing short of incredible.
One of the first reactions that I get when I teach ENPOWR in the schools from the young girls is, wow, there's finally someone who understands me and is not just telling me that my period pain is normal.
The students were very receptive. They were extremely engaged. There were some who seemed a tad bit confused initially, but after a while, they began to open up a little bit and they became more receptive, less shy. It was almost as if we created a safe space.
It's just been amazing. I love doing it, and I often walk away myself feeling very empowered and just positive.
What teaching ENPOWR means to me is everything.
I was excited that I was able to teach students how to advocate for themselves.
And that channeling my energy into spreading awareness has been an incredible source of hope and inspiration.
And the reason I do this is because I wanted to give young women what I wish I had, and that's information.
And being a volunteer with the Endo Fund has given me the opportunity to empower young girls and teach them so many things that I wish I had been taught when I was much younger.
ENPOWR has been such a great project to bring the attention of young girls and school authorities to endometriosis education and to break the taboo about menstruation.
As we know, it can take upwards of 10 years to get diagnosed with this disease, so providing young women with the signs and symptoms and information about it can hopefully lead to them getting better treatment and outcomes in their own lives.
I tell them that endometriosis does not and will not stop you from pursuing your dream.
I think presentations like the one Ms. Patel gave us really highlights how necessary it is that we build a community of women who are empowered, but still live with endometriosis.
People have answers, so I was really grateful that I got to learn this information.
So yes, please go into your communities. Please teach this empowering educational.
So if you're not an endo educator, I invite you to be one.
So I encourage you today to be a volunteer educator. It's rewarding in so many ways. Thank you.
So hopefully hopefully that has inspired you and empowered you to go out into your own communities and present the educate there. And if you're interested, I am more than happy to talk to you all about it, so just come find me. So each year we present an ENPOWR award to a person or institution that has shown dedication to educating students about endometriosis. Last year, I had the pleasure of presenting the award to our dedicated New York City-based volunteer, Stephanie Morris. I'd like to call up Stephanie today to present the 2019 ENPOWR Award.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Nina. Since the inception of ENPOWR program in 2013, we have sought out to raise awareness about endometriosis, specifically within the youth population. We aim to reach high school students first. The hope is that they learn how to recognize symptoms of endo, which can lead to an earlier diagnosis of the disease. One school in particular has continuously partnered with us to achieve this goal. Marymount School of New York, located on the Upper East Side, has welcomed us into the classroom every single year since the program started. Under this partnership, more than a dozen classes have been taught about endometriosis, most recently with lessons in November. I was there and was met by the most enthusiastic students and teachers. I played a trivia-style game with 2 classes, and every student was eager to participate. They couldn't wait to answer the questions, and when the activity was over, they were like sponges ready to soak up any additional information about endo. In the 2 years that I've been volunteering with this organization, I've never had a lesson in which a class answered every question correctly. However, both classes did. That enthusiasm wasn't just my unique experience. Students there have an excellent track record of understanding and mastering the material, as they've answered 100% in several categories on our post-lesson assessment. So for their willingness to raise awareness about endometriosis and their commitment to health education, it is with great pleasure and honor that I present the Marymount School of New York with the 2019 ENPOWR Award. So please come up to accept on their behalf Juliet and Megan. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations, so Juliet. You guys are awesome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Megan Makoviak, and I am the school nurse at Marymount for the upper school. So I also, as part of that role, co-teach health for the 10th grade students. So thank you so much for this recognition, but really we want to say thank you to the Endometriosis Foundation for what you're doing for our students. Teaching them about endometriosis is so important, but I think one of the overarching themes, not only today, but in the lessons, is really the advocacy for the students for their own health. At the end of the presentation, the students pledged, with Stephanie's guidance, to spread additional knowledge about endometriosis, which is, again, like we've heard today over and over, so important for women's health and their diagnosis. So on behalf of Marymount, thank you very much, and we look forward to continuing this partnership and working for advocacy for women's health. Thank you.
Hi there. My name is Juliet. Let's not do that, okay. I'm gonna hold it. My name is Juliet. I'm a senior at Marymount School of New York, and I had the ENPOWR education presentation in my sophomore year. And I think the one thing that really stuck with me and I felt was really reiterated through today's speakers and the information is that the education that we receive, especially as young girls, is empowerment. And at such a young age, when I'm in an all-girls school, being able to have a space where we women can talk about issues of health or talk about different struggles we're going through is incredibly empowering. And I'm so grateful to the Endometriosis Foundation for providing that to our students and different girls in my grade, and for making it possible that we're able to talk about issues of women's health and we're able to talk about these topics openly with this open spirit that's enthusiastic, and we can go into our student spaces and ask if anybody has a tampon in a very open and encouraging way, because we are able to confront these issues. And through the Endometriosis Foundation, through Ms. Bodie and Ms. Smack, having these educational seminars is just so important to me as a student, and something that when I graduate is completely going to stick with me forever, I hope, and I really want to continue this education and pay it forward. So thank you.